most corporates are making this one mistake over and over. I have observed many social media corporates posting, and it's always really bad hooks like this. It's we are delighted to announce, and we are proud to be recognized as, and our esteemed clients inspire us every day. And as part of our continued commitment to excellence, and we would like to take this opportunity to thank. I just hated saying all of those. When you mention in those tone, it's too corporate and it's too formal, and those kind of posts feel alienated. For the most part, in your brand, if you're posting, it has to be these three things. One, it has to be an advertisement. Or two, it has to be a post which teaches your audience. Or three, it has to have a story. These six lists I mentioned, these are nowhere. In social media, mostly the corporates are the most boring one. You agree with me? Why? I already discussed the kind of course they are making. And your audience has no reason to stay or admire that course. Hence, they tune out. And in this video, that's going to change. And for that, I will be breaking down why each of these posts are ruining your brand. Let's take a look at number one. We are excited to announce, or it gives us great pleasure to share. First off, if anyone reads this, they feel bored. These kind of posts, they've already seen it everywhere. When they see it again, they just skip it because it's coming everywhere. They have read it multiple times. It mostly does not have any information, just that you are delighted to share. That's all. Now, this triggers the defense system in the brain, and the brain thinks it's scripted. I've seen it, nothing, it's just fraud. I don't want this. Because mostly your audience prefers language that is natural to them. Now, look at how I am talking with you. It's like you're talking with me. It has to feel like that. Just because it's a corporate does not mean the English has to be very professional. There's nothing like that's only going to make things worse and going to make you sound less natural, which shouldn't be happening for a corporate brand. Overly formal language tone, it makes people think wrong, and they don't want to think long when they read through any of the content you're putting out. They want, mostly social media audience, they are smart up to a fifth grade level. So you always need to tone down your tone or make your English simpler to understand, not formal. Now let's take a look at number two and break down the psychological principle. Number two, we are proud to be recognized as. There is also an irritation there because we are proud is bragging. And in communicating tone, that triggers self bias. That is only showing your top brand and leaving your audience with nothing. You're subconsciously asking your audience to admire the copy. Please avoid that. And this generates a psychological resistance. There's a cognitive principle known as reactance theory, and it is that people resist messaging that tells them how to feel about the speaker. Now let's break down number three. Our esteemed clients inspire us every day. Again, your reader's reaction is it's generic and it's inauthentic. When you use adjectives like esteemed, it creates a distance between the reader and the poster. Now the reader is thinking, oh, okay, so you're esteemed, I'm not. No, this is not right. Your audience, they always want to feel the hero. Even if it is your milestone, they want to feel the hero. So if you're using esteem and if you're not tied to their success, and if it is not showing them in that journey, they have no reason to care. It'll fail. Oh, how are these posts escaping into LinkedIn? So these are weird. Please cut that. Let's break down number four. As part of our continued commitment to excellence. Again, read the tools out. These are corporate buzzwords. Please stop using these. It's already trained in your reader's mind to cut or skip these kind of course. There is nothing emotional in this to even acknowledge. And the cognitive principle in this is habituation. When you're posting this set of course over and over again, people tune out. They are now already trained to tune out. Let's break down number five. We would like to take this opportunity to thank. And again, the audience reaction is it's neutral to annoyed. Again, when you say this thank message, it still feels biased towards the poster. Unless there's some story or key lessons takeaways that the audience can go ahead with. If it tags without any context, it fails the authentic test. Is corporate, it's nothing corporate. You just need to feel human. Okay, now I've broken down all five. Now let's flip the script. So let's take a look at one of these examples and let's feed the script. How can this actually be informative? And which makes your reader the hero, even if it is your milestone. Okay, now let's say you as a brand, you are now expanding to Singapore. So the corporate fluff would look like this. We are delighted to announce our expansion into Singapore. This marks a new chapter in our journey and we thank our valued clients for their continued support. Now you see there's no information here. It's just new trip, which your audience is now trained to tune out. Now let's make this audience focused version. We just opened our first office in Singapore, but this milestone taught us three powerful lessons that might help you if you're thinking about scaling into new markets. You see that? Wait, there's more. The three lessons. Number one, growth only works if you understand local culture. Copy pasting what worked in one country won't guarantee success in another. 2. Team is greater than office. A physical presence means nothing without the right local team who understands the audience better than you ever could. 3. Clients want relevance, not reach. Expanding is exciting, but what matters most is how does this make your client's life easier, faster, or better? And you could still expand on this as these lessons don't just apply to global expansion, they apply to every brand trying to grow online. If you're scaling your marketing, think local, build the right people around you, and keep your client at the center. Okay, now why would this work? First, your audience is the hero. You're not saying we grew here, you're flipping the script and saying, here's how you can grow. Your lessons make it transferable. Even if someone is not looking to expand right now, they can still apply your tips to expand their growth. 3. Milestones become a teaching moment. Instead of bragging, you position your brand as an experienced guide. Now, imagine you're having milestones. You're getting this award, these awards, you're expanding. Can there actually be success after success after success? No, there seems to be something missing here. If it is only success, 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 it seems like a fluke or you're being gifted that or you're being added it over. There are always failures before success. So no one comes to success directly to success. They are meeting setbacks, lessons, frictions, so many problems they are facing to meet one success. How fluke would something be the success, success, success? You see there, if you always post these kind of we are excited to announce, there's only success, but where are the lessons? Something is missing. So you should always put your how did you survive? How are you here now? You should always talk a lot about your stories. So next time apply this formula. That is milestone, lesson learned, and why it matters to your clients or prospects. And now you know how you should be posting. I created additional structures for you to craft your post. And check this out. And this is how you stay an elite brand.